Crashed. Lovely. Anyway, we at the end of last night's stream, we found a secret passageway in the study. Michael was gone. He only left his laptop.
Sometimes.
And yeah, we got to a narrow corridor, and I think that led to an observatory. Although I'm not kind of sure how I got there, so yeah, we're gonna have to pick it up from there. It was kind of a little odd, but we'll figure it out. Let's skip this. There we go. Yeah, so we do have an observatory here. What else did we do yesterday? We found out a lot more about the lore and about the Verlac family history, I would say. I'm not really sure what directionally, because we were sort of lost here, so I'm not entirely sure how we made it to the observatory, but we'll figure it out. We did get one of the items we need to get that door, the attic key. Mr. Viking! 7 months of Mr. Viking! Thank you so much, sir! Thank you, Viking, for the support. Thank you. Thank you, Viking. Oh yeah, some kid, the 8-year-old kid got kidnapped, too, we saw. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do with that. We did find the narrow object to poke out the attic key in the door, but we still need a flat object to catch the key on the other side. Yeah, we dealt with the librarian and read all of those books. We're probably going to have to refer back to them many times. Oh, as you can see here on the points list, the last thing we did was we got 2 points for giving the bum whiskey. Always a good deed there. That's what we're all about, sort of enabling the alcoholism. What time were we streaming yesterday? It was about the same time. About the same time, dark. For weeknights. Came out, but yeah, about the same time. Maybe a little bit later. But definitely I was online by 7:30 US Eastern, I would say. Yeah, puzzle box. Oh, I think we tried to mess around with the secret entrance in the cellar. It seemed pretty likely that it was had something to do with the wine bottles, but we weren't able to actually get to whatever secret entrance that was. But we did get like a few new to-do items, so that's good. Oh yeah, and we need Michael's 4-digit passcode to his laptop, which, by the way, I was like an idiot, probably because it was late at night and I wasn't thinking. For some reason, I forgot where we saw this, and I didn't have time to look at the VOD today, but I was speculating that it could be the month and year of Michael's birthday. Or maybe it's just the year, 4-digit year. But he's 24 years old, I remember seeing, and if this is 97, so I was saying, oh yeah, that means he was born in 63. Well, obviously he was born in 73, if he's 24 in 1997, so he's born in 1973, so we'll probably want to maybe try that out. I don't remember what month, if it's month, I don't know, but we could try that. We also might try, like, maybe the month and day that we were married, which I think was June 97, something like that. So it could be 0697. That could be another thing we could try. Oh, you did have 30 days. Oh, yeah, that's right. So they do give you another 30 days past your sub expiration. They give you another 30 for the continuous streak. Well, that's cool. Oh, thank you, Nico. Reminder, I wanted to read the book. Remind me which book. I got the book from the librarian. Are you talking about the... which book are we talking about? Did I find a book? Well, here, let's see. What's in our inventory? Oh, yes. Thank you, Nico. Yes. The Cryptical Hermainacon. Okay, we're going to have to... Yeah, let's add this to our list of items here. We had 4 books from the library. What was the seminal one? I think it was by the J. Fraser or something or other. Forgot the name of it, though. Superstitions. Superstitions was the main one. Like, the most relevant one. Thank you, Nico. And then now we also have... Cryptical... How would you guys say this? Harmonica? Hermanicon. It's like, I want to say Hermione Granger, but it's definitely not Hermione. It's Hermania? Maybe it's Hermione Con. Should we just say Hermione Con? Oh man. All right. Yeah. So we found that in the study. Right. So that was the book. That was in the desk drawer, right? That Michael saw. I think so. Okay. So yeah, let's read that. But we didn't have time to read that. So let's just read cryptical. The greater portion of the book is written in an incomprehensible flowing cipher. Uh-oh. However, the margins in several pages are glossed in English. The book appears to contain instructions for traveling to somewhere called the domain of Nehilum, and for worshipping or perhaps summoning an entity that dwells there. Wow. He who is named not, nor may that name be taught among his followers, that name which may be learned only by gazing upon his terrible countenance. So is like Cthulhu, more or less? So we can only learn the name by looking at him. Okay, fair enough. The only specific details involve a ritual used to open a one-way portal into the womb of Nehilum. Or I guess Nehilum could be the name. Allowing the magician to enter, or possibly throw some hapless soul into its chaotic, blasphemous depths. The ritual seems to have something to do with music, and requires the magician to attune ye pillars to ye resonant harmonicae. Okay, so it definitely seems to be derived from the musical instrument harmonica. So I guess we'll just call it harmonica. Whatever. We'll just call it cryptical harmonica. Call it a day there. There we go. Okay, so we have another reference to pillars. Resonant harmonica. Okay. So this definitely seems like something of interest. Yeah, we made a list of paintings. So this kind of seems like conduct musical harmonica ritual, probably with the flute. Maybe the flute's, well, I don't know if it's the flute. With pillars to open portal to womb of Nehilum. Okay. I mean, obviously we can always refer back to the book. The rest, by only the barest contrast, is nothing but pure raving. Fair enough. Okay. All right. All right. Where are we now at the observatory?
Score bits. More to come as you get points.
Oh, thank you, Dark. Thank you for the bit, sir. Yeah, coming by points is tough in the game. They definitely make you earn them for sure. We only have 16 now, and we're what, 6.5 hours in. That said, again, as the author Michael Gentry said, sure, it's kind of a progress metric, but not really. Which is to say, you can beat the game with far less than 100 points, and in fact, you don't get points necessarily for completing puzzles or making progress, but more for like accessing and reading documents and I don't know, that kind of thing. We are in a small enclosed cupola situated by the look of the view through the dingy skylight over your head on the top of the roof of the house. Oh, we're on top of the house. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. It's a cupola. The walls are covered with astrological and astronomical charts with equations and diagrams scribbled across them in crabbed, stilted handwriting. The only exit seems to be an oddly shaped, angled corridor to the southeast. Okay, so we came in through the southeast, apparently. Now, what I don't know is what way we left from the original narrow corridor originally, because it was kind of at the end of the stream, and I was just trying to see something quickly, and anyway. All right. Dominating the center of the room is a large mounted telescope pointed almost straight up through the skylight. Okay, so that definitely seems of interest. We do have a telescope here. We're probably going to have to look at some constellation or something. All right. Straight up through the skylight. Okay. Let's check out the telescope. Well, before we look at the telescope, let's look at the skylight. At the edges of the view, you can make out the topmost branches of the surrounding trees, groping at the sky like skeletal fingers. Let's look at these charts. Most of the charts seem to be plotting the trajectory of some comet you've never heard of. Oh, the shadow of the comet, Call of Cthulhu. As it gradually approaches the solar system over the course of several centuries. According to this, the comet is due to arrive. Well, that's interesting. According to this, the comet is coming tomorrow. Oh, day 3. How do you like that? That seems of some relevance, perhaps. Which is to say, it's definitely relevant. Comet arrives on day 3. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's a good... Rex, that's a good idea for another sound effect. Someone be able to find the da-da-da. Oh, Crystal Shard, Tales of Two Kingdoms. Oh, nice job beating that one, Dark. Alright, that could be, if used like in with discretion by people, by everybody, that could be a good sound effect, I think. This can't be overused. Alright, let's see. Okay, we looked at the charts. What about the diagrams? Probably the same thing. Yeah, same thing. Alright, let's look at the telescope. Constructed of some greenish metal, the telescope consists in the main of an unadorned cylinder about 8 inches in diameter with an eyepiece near the bottom. Near the top, about 6 inches down from the telescope's upper end, is a thin rectangular slot cut horizontally into the side of the cylinder. Interesting. Alright, so we got an eyepiece. Yeah, that's the same thing. What about this slot? It looks as though it might be a receptacle of some kind, perhaps for a special lens. Yes. Look in the slot. The rectangular slot is empty. Okay, so we're going to have to find a telescope lens. So we got to find that for the observatory. Set a separate use timer for sound effects. Yeah, I mean, we can use a... I guess if you're asking if can we do a cooldown for them, we absolutely can. In fact, we do have that in place for most sound effects. If you want to make sound effects, what are the requirements? Oh, yeah. Requirements for sound effects. Generally... Here, I'm going to actually just pull up an example. I know because it was finicky about a certain file type in this one. Yeah, so generally MP3s are preferred because WAVs can be kind of hit or miss depending on which one it is. So I'd recommend MP3, but beyond that, most things should work, especially if you're just like pulling something off the internet. And then, yeah, you would send it to me, usually DM over Discord would be the best way, but I suppose Whisper, Twitch Whisper would be fine. Length, I mean, depends if it's like a quote or in this case, like if it's just a sound effect like da 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 or something else, like not more than probably like 2 or 3 seconds. It depends what. Like Akago submits a lot, and sometimes I like what he sent me, but I wanted a shorter version, so I'll just edit down myself. So if you're unsure, you know, you can give me a longer cut, and then I'll just edit it to take the piece that I want. But yeah, generally I try not to make them too long for obvious reasons. But like for things like Al Pacino, we can, you know, make special exceptions for some classic quotes. All right. Okay, so we need a thing, right? Cylinder. Okay, that's the same as the eyepiece. I guess we may as well look in the telescope. They might just tell us there's nothing there, so we can't see anything since there's no lens. But the sky is too overcast. You can't see anything other than a blank gray circle of solid clouds. Well, that's too bad. Can we move the telescope? Telescope is locked in position. Oh wow. Anything else here then? We looked at the skylight, the charts, the diagrams. Can we read handwriting? Probably not. Okay, it's the same thing. Alright, comet? Can't see any such thing. Alright, so I guess we're good here. At least we know we gotta do that now. So southeast... Oh, we went back to the crawl space? As you make your way down the corridor, you begin to get dizzy. The nauseous lines seem to yada yada. Wait a minute. We went in through the narrow corridor, but we're coming back out through the crawl space? Whoa, interesting. So we ended up in the attic, which is up over here. Huh. By the way, that does make sense that this should be over there. Well, I did have that we were supposed to go through that maze. But, oh shit, have we had the flashlight on this whole time? Yeah, shit. I don't know how long we've had that on for. And now we're in the attic. Interesting. Can we go back in through the crawl space, or is that only the way to exit? I guess we can experiment here. Yeah, I guess you can't go out through the crawl space, but you come in from the... Huh. Let's try this. So if we go down, east, and then, whoops, upstairs hall. Oh. So north to the library, east to the study. And then if we go southwest to the narrow darkness. Okay, we must have turned on the flashlight here, so it's probably okay. How's it going, Servo? So narrow corridor, I guess, leads to the something. So it's hard to tell which direction you're going in. The walls are bare wooden slats patched with crumbling plaster and spiked with bent rusted nails. The passage, no more than 2 feet wide at its widest point, bends and twists at confusing angles, making it hard to tell which direction you're heading in. Don't need to worry about the nails or the slats. Oh, it looks as though you are somehow actually inside the walls of the house, although they don't look this labyrinthine from the outside. Got it. So if we just go random directions. West. Thin beam of light slants through the dusty air, coming up from a small hole halfway up one wall. Oh, did we see this last time? It's almost big enough to put your finger through. Put finger in hole. You block the little hole with your finger, causing a thin beam of light to disappear. After a moment, you take your finger away again. Look in the hole. Standing a tiptoe and placing your eye up to the hole, you see the children's bedroom. Through some strange trick of the angle, you appear to be looking straight down at the bed from the middle of the ceiling. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is either maybe a communication hole from the girl to William, who I know was trapped in the attic, or it's some pervy thing that the father did. But since he was a child molester, he probably was just open about it. I don't think he needed to be like secretive about it. So it probably was a communication mechanism. Hamster farting. Yeah, thanks, Stark. And again, yeah, I will give the caveat though. I am going to be. I'm not going to accept just anything that people want or submit, because people have made requests before that, you know, I haven't granted. So, you know, obviously I reserve the right and will use it, you know, to because we have plenty as they are. So I want to make sure that A, either it's awesome, B, it could have like functional use on the stream, and then C, that people would actually want, you know, would use it. I probably should get rid of some that people don't use already, actually. I can actually tell when the last time some of these and how often that they've been run. So I probably should take a look at, because some of these are, I mean, a lot of them people definitely use, but they're probably like, I would say 4 or 5, I don't know, I'm just guessing. Probably at least 5, maybe 5 to 7 that people yeah, barely use or haven't used forever. So we could probably clean out some of them. I mean, technically there's no harm in having them, but why not, right? Let's actually see, last used. I'm just taking a quick look now. Is this? How do I? Oh, here we go. This one's never been used.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, it's not on the list. That's why. You guys didn't even know that one existed. Okay. Hang on, I'll add that here. That would explain a lot. Yeah, hey Glitch. Yeah, we never got the goo one. Nobody ever cut that one, so we don't have the greasy gravy goo from Quest for Glory 4. Let's see, last year's. Oh, that one we disabled because it was getting out of hand. Okay, this hasn't been used since last September. Which one was this? Yeah. Yeah, so that one barely gets used. Most of the other ones though are being used more often than I thought.
Laura. You still may not pass.
That one sounded like a good idea at the time, but that one's from Kingdom: The Far Reaches, but I don't think it works as well as like what's his name? Gandalf sang it. Greasy, good idea, goo. List of sound effects is just SFX like this. All right. Yeah, I'll take another. Sorry, you guys got me down a rabbit hole here with this. All right, so we have a hole.
I voted for Kodo.
We have a hole somewhere here. So what we may need to do is like, I don't know whether it's always the same though. That's the thing. So we have a hole that looks at the children's bedroom. Can we drop something in the hole? Should we fill in the hole, or like, I would hope we would find the locket around, but we can't. Search hole. Okay. I mean, we'll definitely make note of it, but oh, this is kind of weird. I'm not sure if it was like random, or is it always reliably west of the first narrow corridor? And that's the question. And then, so let's do a dotted line here. The bed, right? So what's this? There has to be a bigger significance that would help us solve a puzzle here. You know, we did move the bed. Oh, maybe this was a clue to help you look at the bed? This might have been a clue to help us get the item that we found under the bed. That might be it. But we are looking straight down on it, and we did move the bed already, so yeah, I'm not sure. Thin beam of light to disappear. So where's the light? Oh, so the light's coming from the children's bedroom, right? Makes sense. Is there anything we'd want to like stick in there? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll probably become known later. Do we pour the coffee in the hole? I guess we'll note it as a to-do. Hole in children's bedroom ceiling. Don't know what we have to do with that quite yet. All right, how do we get out of here? East? What? So we went east and we're still at the same. Is this the same hole? Did we even leave? Oh no. Oh, they all have different holes. Oh shit. This one looks into the sitting room. You might well be looking directly through the eyes of the man in the portrait hanging over the fireplace. Shit. So someone is actively in the walls that was looking at us. It could have been Michael, or it could have been someone else. I mean, obviously I know that's a well-fit, that's obviously a common, it's that classic, the old house with someone looking at you through the eye cutouts in the painting. But in this case, I actually thought, since it's a painting and this is Cthulhu, I thought it could be like a demon or something mystical or what have you. But, oh, Scylla did cut goo? Hang on. Oh, maybe he did. Shit. Did I never... Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to save it and upload it, huh?
I'm a bad mother.
Okay. Thank you, Glitch, for that reminder. I did cut that. You're right. I forgot what the reason was, but I couldn't.
Yuck. Don't touch the greasy, grimy, gooey gunk.
Yeah, so in that case, I'd probably cut out the yuck and don't touch the, but I would just play the from greasy, grimy.
Greasy, grimy, gooey gunk.
Yeah, so like, that's the part we just isolate, I think. Cool, thank you, Glitch and Salo again. Channel's not loading properly? I hope not. I hope they're loading okay. Hey, welcome, Synthetic Snick. Alright, so interesting. This is, yeah, the page, the portrait. So if there are holes everywhere, maybe this isn't so important. We see the sitting room. Where is it? The sitting room was in the... That's actually interesting because this looks... This was from the floor looking at the children's bedroom, so still probably attic, 3rd floor level. But now we're looking at the sitting room, which was, I think, 1st floor level. And if the portrait is high up on the wall, we basically just went down 2 levels. Huh, interesting. Put finger in this hole. Okay. What if we continue to go east? Can't go that way. If we go west, oh wow. Okay, so it's not linear. South, this is just nothing. So how many? Okay, we're back to the children's bedroom, huh? Yeah. We see only darkness. Wow. Put finger in hole. You block the little hole with your finger after a moment, you take your finger away again. I see. I see. So we'd probably want to put a light source on the other end. Probably would want to do that. I mean, put flashlight in a hole. That can't contain things. Shine flashlight at hole. Can't see any such thing. Shit. It's not showing any stats at the top of the page. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. Well, what was your question, Rex? Sorry, I missed it. Missed some of the... Oh, the question was after. Beyond wanting to explore this house, what's keeping her there? What's keeping her at the house, or what's keeping her in Anchorhead? I mean, we're able to leave the house and go back to the town, for sure. But, I mean, we're supposed to be living here now. This is supposed to be our house that we inherited and moved to. Yeah, it's their house, so our husband inherited it, and we've moved there now. So, yeah, and he did get the teaching job at the university, Miskatonic University. So, yeah, it's our house now. Yep. No, like all our luggage is in the lobby and everything. Or not the lobby, the foyer. All right, so we probably need to look at a hole. So the hole in the children's bedroom ceiling I don't think is anything. What I do think we need to do is, I don't know, well, there is the darkness hole. I don't know. Maybe we have to get a source of light in there. Oh, maybe we could throw a match through the hole. That would be interesting. All right, let's try that. We can save here. And then we can throw it into the room and then maybe see what's what. Light match. What are the matches starts to burn? Put match in hole. You blow the match out, that can't contain things. Damn it. Or maybe we say drop it in the hole? I'm not sure how to. Drop match in hole. Damn it. We can't put anything in there, but we can put our finger in the hole. Ah. Should we be using a different, a verb? Instead of put insert? Can't contain things. Please. Yeah, I'm just... Wow, we really can't put things in the damn hole? I want to know where this room is, you know? Now we only have 5 matches left, too. Great. Well, we'll just restore. That's why I saved. Oh, we have a lantern, too, but yeah, it's not going to help. Yeah, that's sweet. Maybe we can reflect some light off of something in there? We have like a mirror or something? Reflected off the tin? Doesn't really reflect lights. Yeah, we don't have a mirror. It's not going to work anyway. What am I saying? Good. Stop saying ho. I'll never stop saying ho. Alright, I'm just moving randomly around. Okay, we're back to the children's bedroom. Back to the children's bedroom? Is it random every time, or? Okay, we're back to the one where we only see darkness. Placing your eye up to the hole. Can we, like, make the hole wider? Probably not. Pour the coffee in the hole. Stop trying to make a mess. Yeah, I don't know. We could try dropping this silver light. What could that do? Can't contain things, yeah. Alright, whatever. Back to the child's bedroom. Can we put the locket in the hole? I'm just curious. No? Can't. Alright, whatever. So we've seen the children's bedroom hole, the sitting room hole, and the darkness hole. So we'll just say narrow corridor holes. Children's bedroom. Bed. Oops. We had the sitting room painting. And then we had the darkness. We haven't really been able to find anything else. There's some that have nothing, but it must be just be random, I don't know. Down at the bed. So sitting room and what's the other one? So when we go east from the children's room, we get to the sitting room. I think that's happened before. If we can find the children's room again. Okay, so we at least... Yeah, alright, so I think we... These narrow corridors. Alright, so what I'm going to do is do something a little different. We haven't been able to find our way back to the observatory, but here's what I'd like to do. I guess we're not going to put... We know... Narrow corridor, I guess we'll just abbreviate this to N corridor, and then we'll just say children's. And then there was a, that always seems to be reliably, if you go to the east, it's only a one-way. But then you can get to the narrow corridor sitting. Corridor sitting. Alright. So as long as we can reliably get from one to the other, that's fine. North. Yeah, okay, and then going north gets us back to the children's like that. Okay, so how do we get from somewhere else to somewhere else? Let's see. South, nowhere. East, we know goes back there. East, we can go. West, we know we can't go. And northeast, southeast. Okay, southeast is just kind of like an empty one. Back here, huh? And that was west. Okay, so southeast I think goes to the original one. I think it goes here. That's the sense I'm getting. And if you go west from there, oops, you make it there. I think it's something like this. So we're back to the children's bedroom. So if we go east, and then southeast, and west, we go back to the bedroom. Yep, okay. So we're able to map out these few. How do I... A little better. Alright, but there's at least one... I mean, we eventually made it to the observatory, so we should make it back there as well. If we go east and then southeast back here... Somehow, within 2 moves, I made it to the observatory. How did that work? We can't... Can we go northeast? I don't think we can. Oh, we can go northeast. Okay, so that goes to the darkness one. That's good to know. So this goes here. I think this is only one way. Interesting. And then if we go northeast, we go to the darkness one. Sorry, I know this isn't terribly... but it's important to map these out, because that way we can always go to the one we want, right? Oh, is this the same one? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, so this is actually a 2-way. Not a 1-way, but a 2-way. So east, southeast, northeast. Now we can always get to those 3. We still have to find our way to the observatory, though. South goes where? The children's bedroom. Interesting. So south takes us to the children's bedroom. I'm guessing that's a 1-way, though? Yeah. Alright. So very good. We should still, from each of these locations, try going in every direction, though. So if we're in children's bedroom, let's go east, southeast, northeast. This is the darkness one. Can we go southwest? We can. Northeast again. Here's the question, is that darkness one the same one, or... Yeah, it is. Okay. So at least the darkness one, there's only one of them. So if we go southwest, we also end up back at the narrow corridor, the base one, but it's fine just to say northwest, whatever. I don't need to map that one. We went west. Oh shoot, I went the wrong way. No problem. Okay, west, can't go that way. North, can't go that way. Southeast. Southeast goes to the sitting room. Jeez, what a mess, huh? What a mess. What a mess, what a mess, what a mighty fine mess. Oh, wow. So this is actually... This one's actually reciprocal. So this goes here and it's not a 1-way. So yeah, this is definitely a mess. But, there we go. Yeah, pretty ugly, but... I mean, at least we'll be able to navigate to wherever we want, which is cool. East can't go that way, northeast can't go that way, north can't go that way. Okay, so let's go northwest back to the base corridor. How do we get from that corridor to the observatory? We know we can't go north, right? Northwest? Oh, northwest goes back to the study, huh? Apparently so. What we should do is just connect this. Huh, so if we go southwest and then northwest, back to the study. Okay. Alright. We're mapping this, we're mapping this. Yes, non-beat meatloaf is important. Alright, narrow corridor north. Can't go that way. West we know goes to the bedroom. South, how about southwest? Okay, that goes to the sitting room. Southwest goes to the sitting room. So actually goes here. Yeah. Looks pretty terrible, doesn't it? I'm just trying to think if there's a way to lay this out that makes sense. There doesn't seem to be. That's okay. Alright, so to go back, we need to go southeast. Okay. Can we go south from here? Base 1? No. Southeast? Okay, southeast goes to the observatory. And like that. What a fucking mess. See, I wish it'd be nice if Trisbort, if you could have like midpoint lines that you could manipulate a little bit here. That would be helpful. We've kind of done the best we can, like given space we have to work with, but this is definitely suboptimal. Alright, so we found our way back to the observatory. Oh, and then I see this is a one-way because southeast goes back out to the whatchamacallit, right? We'll just go like this and say to crawl space. There we go. So that's the only way out of the observatory. Minimum size rooms, yeah, it might be a good idea. That's an idea. Let's see. Is it gonna? The only problem is, can we change the font size of these? Probably. It's probably more trouble than it's worth, quite honestly. But glad we're not auto mapping. That's for sure. Anyway, I think this is fine. I mean, I don't need to. As long as, if I'm in any given room, as long as I know, hey, I want to go to this room, as long as we can do that, that's fine. Alright, let's restore back. I just want to finish mapping all of these. So right now we're at the dark hole, or the darkness. We know we can go southeast and south. Have we tried other directions? Northwest goes to the base one. Right, and this is... right, that's the two-way one. Yep. Okay. West. Can't go that way. Southwest. Also goes here? Wow. So northwest and southwest go to the same place. So maybe what we ought to do is connect this here and actually put it... it kind of messes everything up. You know what? Whatever. Let's leave well enough alone. Line waypoints. Minimum sized rooms. I thought you meant like changing this. Just the literal size of the rooms. Yeah, whatever. Not a big deal. I just want to make sure we've tried everywhere. So southwest we know. South goes to the children's. South. East goes to the sitting, and we cannot go east. So I think we've mapped out the darkness one. Right. And then I think we've been everywhere to the narrow corridor. Yep, I think we have. So the only question now becomes, I guess let's try sitting room, or sorry, children's room. Have we gone everywhere? Oh, northwest goes back there. So really what we gotta do is just go like that. This is no longer a one-way. Okay. And then if we go from children's, we go west, we can't. Southwest, yeah, I'll go back there, whatever. South, we can't. Southeast, we can't. East, we go to sitting room, right? Yep. This probably we should move. Oh, jeez. Huh. Yeah, this is really a mess, isn't it? Alright, whatever. I'm not going to sweat it too much. Where are we? Sitting room? Yeah. Because we went east there. Correct. Northeast. Oh, where does northeast go? Darkness. So where does this room connect to this one? I see. So this is connected here. Now we can get rid of the one way for that one. Is this at all Euclidean? At least we got a little bit more room there. It's actually somewhat of an improvement. I see. And then from here we can just connect this to there. Now this can no longer be one way. Alright, if we clear out the one ways, it's helpful. I think the only one way we're left with is the observatory. Hey, how's it going, Nikan? So the only question now is, can we... Is there any way to lay these out that makes sense? I mean, not completely, but... To northwest from the sitting room was... Could we do that? Nah, not really. Whatever. Alright, I'm going to leave it like this. The bottom line is we can get from any one location, we get to any of the others. And there seem to be basically in total 5 of them. The base corridor, the children's bedroom, the sitting room, the darkness one, which is probably where we have to do something in the observatory. I'm also assuming, I think these are all dark, meaning we need the flashlight on in all of them. I'm just going to mark them off accordingly. Org charts on Vizio. Yeah. Yeah, I am a bit silly there, aren't I? Alright, I'm just glad that I was thinking it might be random, but now it's clearly not random. I think so, long story short, I think we can get rid of, on our to-do list, we can get rid of the, didn't we have something here about, the, crawl space area? I thought we did. Yeah, Dizzy's crawl space corridor, I think we figured out, we don't have to go in there, it's just the exit point from the observatory. Alright, fair enough. So let's restore. We obviously need to do something with that dark hole, I think. Oh, you know what the one thing... Yeah. Okay, so we should go northwest from here to the narrow corridor. And then southeast. I can't go that way? Wait, really? Should be able to. East? This chain... Oh my god, is this different every time? Well, this should be the sitting room. Yeah, it is. What? This is the children's room. Yeah. Okay, I had here on this map that southeast led to the observatory. That's no longer the case? Oh, yeah, it is the case. Are there 2 different base nor corridors? Curious and curiouser for sure. Alright, well, whatever. Back to the crawl space and then east the attic. Okay, cool. And again, I don't think we have what we need to put under the door. I mean, I guess I'll try with the cryptical, but not flat enough. Can the letter opener both be the narrow object and the flat object? It's not, no, it's not flat enough. How flat are you going to get than a letter opener? I mean, they don't, a letter opener is about as flat as they come. The journal's not going to be enough either, right? No, I'm sure not. Okay. All right, so now that we've done all of that, let's give another shot to the Michael's passcode. I think that's a good idea. Okay. Type, I wanted to try 1973 as birth year. Access denied. Alright, and then why did I think he was born in June? Was there something in the opening? 0697? Access denied. Alright, so both of those are wrong. I don't know whether it's worth guessing. They did say it was something like the date, but... What if we turned off the laptop? Should we try that? And then turn it back on? Michael might be in the middle of something and you don't know if he saved his work. Better not. Oh, alright. We can't turn the laptop off. Can we close the laptop? Look under a laptop. Nothing of interest. Alright, so we need that passcode, huh? Read screen. You didn't think Michael ever used the passcode utility? I think they said something about a date. I think he was born 1973. It would make sense for it to be the wedding date, but what would be the month? Would it be month, year? 4 digits? Maybe it would be month and day. Do we know what year Michael was born? Michael Verloc? I mean, do we look at the... Can we look at the records office? I don't know. Alright, clearly we still don't know the passcode. 2 guesses we had did not work out, so... I mean, I guess we'll just do 1963 for fun, or 1997. What's today's date? 11/97. Alright. Anyway, how many combinations could there be? 9,999. Alright, so what do we want to do next? Let's look at our thing. We need a telescope lens, but that could be anywhere. We could try the cellar again, but I don't really want to, at least not yet. Okay, we need to do a ritual at the town square, but we also need a ritual with the... oh, should we try playing the flute at the town square? Remember, we need the harmonica. Replacement fuses we haven't found. Yeah, the cellar I said I didn't really want to do. Amulet for the twisting lane could be in the cellar. We don't have the flat object yet. Tentacle monster could be anything. The lighthouse. What was the problem with getting into the lighthouse? I don't remember. We never checked the asylum. We should check the asylum. Okay. Okay. Oops. What are we doing? Or the scenic view. Where is that? Over here. Northeast. Okay. Chile Avenue. In paint? Wait, what? Oh, you did your maps in paint? That's awesome. That is awesome. I approve. I'm a fan. Oh, there we go. That's not so bad. This should just be at the... Oh, it is at the start. End? Yeah, probably should put it in the middle. Okay, there we go. Alright, where are we going? Riverwalk? By the way, let's check in on our friend the hobo. Oh, he looks at us with fawning admiration, right? Because we gave him that whiskey. Okay, so instead of the mattress, the big thing seems to be the bum. Is the major thing at the vacant lot. So how are we going to get that key from him? Do I have that as an item? We definitely should have. Oh yeah, get key from bum. He's glitching small object. Maybe should we suggest he goes to the asylum if he has mental illness? Unless we can get him another drink. Yeah, we can't even look at the key. It's mine and he wasn't let it go. We already tried to kill him and that didn't work out. Talk to man. We want to talk about the key, but he's just going to say the same thing. Talk to man about bridge. Talk to man about door. Talk to man about Michael. Have you seen Michael? And the old man screws his face up in confusion. Don't know about that, he mutters. Underground. Where they don't know where to look. I wonder who they is. Lock the door behind me and I'm gone. I think the door is still locked, isn't it? Okay, he doesn't know what they is. Does he want some new clothes? No. Shit. And it said he either until death got him or he got a new drink. I think our flask is empty. I mean, we could try giving it to him again, but he's probably not going to appreciate that. His eyes burning with greed, the old man snatches the flask from your hand, unscrews the cap, and tips it up into his waiting mouth. Then, sputtering angrily as he realizes there is no whiskey in it, he hurls the flask across the lot and glares at you with something approaching real hatred. Oh shit. That could have been a bad move. Undo. Oh, they do have undo. How about that? That's kind of cool. Can you undo more than one move? Nope. Can't undo twice in succession, sorry. Fair enough. I mean, I don't want to piss him off, but that was funny. And also, he could have broken the flask, which is also another concern. Yeah, back to the pier, by the way. It's just you and the ocean. Alright. Alright, so let's go to the asylum. We should look for something to do there. Oh, here's the obelisk. Can we play the flute here? Okay, nothing happens. Alright, dark corner, south. Asylum courtyard. Oh, we went right into the waiting room from the... Okay. So this is right here. This is our first time here. Ugly mint green tiles and walls of whitewashed cinder block compromise the decor of this inhospitable waiting room. Inhospitable? A hard little sofas upholstered in avocado vinyl and a feebly struggling potted palm are provided for the comfort of visitors, although you get the feeling that few inmates of this institution are fortunate enough to have visitors. A metal gate bars entrance to a southern passageway, which you assume leads to the inmates section. The exit lies north. An orderly sits by the gate, leisurely perusing a pornographic magazine. A large key dangles from the orderly's belt. Airy strains of vacuous elevator music waft through the room from invisible speakers. Interesting. We have a sofa and a palm. Or probably nothing. And then the metal gate. So I'm guessing the key opens the gate. But let's just take a look at the sofa, which is the apotheosis of utilitarian decor. Little more than a horizontal slab with some vertical slabs around the sides to keep people from falling off. And it is avocado. Look under the sofa. Look behind the sofa. Look in sofa. Sit on sofa. You ease yourself onto the hard sofa. Your butt begins to get tired almost immediately. Move the sofa. Open the sofa. That's something you can open. Alright, let's look at the palm. Can't see any such thing. Was it a plant or what? No? I thought they said potted palm. I guess it's kind of nothing. Alright, let's take a look at the orderly. The pockmarked and overweight orderly is absorbed in his magazine, which is just as well, since it's kept him from turning his leering attentions to you. He occasionally pauses to tweak a swollen black head on the back of his neck, or to mutter some crass observation about one of the women in his magazine. There's a name tag pinned to his expansive chest. Alright, pause things there. And yeah, slot buys or buys are back open. Classy fellow went for Shadowgate. Moves ahead of another poisonous Shannara at V3. Dark 3 for Once Upon a Forest. That'll kill a poisonous Shannara. Move ahead of Phantasmagoria, Puzzle Flesh. And also move ahead of another Shannara. Yeah, I did that right. Okay. Into dark. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to let Rufus upstairs. Okay. We did have one more buy, a gun buy from Dark for Eternum. Brings its total up to 25. Yep, 2,000 for a dust decision vote. Oh, by the way, I need to add this to the news command, but thanks again to Aardvark, we have a bunch more games added to the list. I think they're all Windows 3 titles. Too numerous to name, but if you check the Discord game list updates channel, you can see them all there. So yeah, we're up to 2241 at the moment, and always rising. Always rising. Running around all day. How many miles did you run? Oh, hell, you probably mean that. Not literally, but moving around, moving and a grooving. Oh, Summer DOS? Oh, okay. Yeah, you might be right. Alright, so, oh, let me reset the, timer. Yep. Alright, let's resume. So we have the guy with the porno magazine and the name tag. So let's read the name tag. It reads Chuck. Chucky? Chucky. Hello, Chuck. So we're going to be addressing him. Can we also read the magazine? Hey, you fucking mind? Snaps the orderly, snatching it away from you. I was reading it. I didn't take it. Wow. All right. Talk to orderly about asylum. Listen, I just work here, lady. Really? Is that true, Chuck? Is that true? We should add him to our people list. We haven't run into that many people, NPCs. Here we go. Chuck, the orderly. I guess we can add the asylum. Talk to orderly about the sofa. Talk to orderly about magazine. He fixes you with a disgusting leer. Great stuff, ain't it? Fucking A. You should see the nutballs when they get a hold of this shit. Man, they can't get enough. The orderly guffaws for a moment or two, then finally catches your withering stare and, embarrassed, throws himself into the magazine with renewed abandon. Okay, we ultimately want that key, I'm sure. Cell key presumably opens the barred gates, providing access into or out of the asylum. Okay, so that's another key that we need, most assuredly. So let's add that. Oh, we don't need to find it, but we need to get it. So this, we'll just say asylum gate. Chuck. And here we can just say bum. We know the attic door, it's actually inside the keyhole of the attic door. Crypt door and the office desk drawer, I don't think we found yet. We probably, you know what? That key must be available. So we should take another closer look at the office, the real estate office. I wonder if it's there. Anyway. Guessing we can't take the key. The orderly slaps your hand away. Nice try, lady, he sneers. But I got eyes in the back of my head. I'm like a fucking hawk. Okay, let's look at the gate. The bars look sturdy. You suppose the lunatics must be safe enough. Open the gate. The orderly laughs at your attempts. Nice try, lady, but you're never getting in there without this, he says, patting the key on his belt. Chuck, give me key. You can't see any such thing? Oh, maybe I have to say orderly? Maybe give key to me. The orderly laughs. I don't think so, lady. Orderly, open gate. Hey, he snaps. I get enough bullshit from my supervisor all day long. Without, I gotta take orders from you. Alright. So are we gonna curry favor with this guy? We know he's into porn. Yeah, I hope you're not thinking what I'm thinking, because that would be bad. I don't think we have anything along those lines that we could give to him. Ask man about. Well, who wasn't there someone that was in turn? Yeah, Edward was here, right? Maybe he knows about him. The orderly squints at you. Who? Oh wait, you mean the guy ventilated his whole goddamn family early this year? Yeah, I remember him. What a nutball. We put him in a rubber room. He lasted 2 weeks. Bashed his fucking brains in on the little observation window. Reinforced glass took him right out. The orderly scratches his head. Christ, I gotta get around to cleaning that mess up one of these days. Then with a heavy sigh, he returns to his magazine. Okay, does he know about the family, like Julia? The orderly shrugs. Wouldn't know, he mutters. Ask Chuck about, glass? Ask Chuck about window. Ask Chuck about, cock. Ask Chuck about, Verlac in general. I don't give a shit who you're related to, the orderly says wearily. You'll have to visit them somewhere else, because they ain't here. Oh, we got the elevator music again. Sorry, he says. Can't turn it off. Gotta keep the nutball serene. Alright, what about this? Is there like a superintendent or something? What do they call, like, the person? The head of the facility? Doctor? Maybe? A doctor? How about Anchorhead in general? What about it? It's a fucking dump. I can't wait to blow this town and all the inbred freaks living in it. Are you one of those inbred freaks, Chuck? Chuck, show magazine to me. Talk to Chuck. So this is probably going to be the same thing. Yeah. Maybe we can ask him about the patients or the nutballs. We get all kinds of freaks in here, lady. You have no idea. The orderly laughs unpleasantly. We got some professor in week before last. Found him naked in his office. He cut off his own fucking foot and was trying to eat it. Last year, some guy killed his whole family with a goddamn shotgun. The orderly shakes his head. It's a great fucking world, ain't it, lady? Great fucking world. Isn't the guy that killed him with the shotgun isn't that Edward? And wasn't that this year, January? Okay, I am curious about the professor, though, because isn't her husband kind of a professor? Which do you mean, Michael's job or the professor? I mean the professor. That's why I said the professor. Okay. Okay. Talk to Chuck about the professor. I mean, how do I indicate not Michael's job? Fine, Michael's job. The orderly shrugs, wouldn't know. Yeah, okay, how do we talk to him about... How do I indicate the latter? Some professor. Foot, naked, something? Talk to Chuck about shotgun? Oh. No. Alright, how do we, I can't ask them about the professor. They don't let me. Ladder? No. Alright, I hope that's not important. The orderly shakes his head. Nobody's allowed in outside of visiting hours, and even then you gotta have a reason. He jerks a pudgy thumb in the direction of the southern hallway. Unless you got relatives in there, you ain't seeing nobody. You pointedly look the other way as the orderly takes another tweak at the pimple on his neck. Alright, so that looks like that's our way in. We have to find out who's in there and then say that we're a relative. Now, we already said Verlac, but we're not able to make it in there. I think he said that because the Verlacs that aren't there, right? So it seems like our one lead is the professor, this guy that tried to eat his foot, right? Yeah, because they're not here. So there are no Verlacs here. What other names do we know? Benson? Last names, I mean. Okay, he doesn't know Benson. Shit. What? Now we actually need to know about that professor. Thank you, Pat. Thank you for the bit. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're third place now. How's it going, Pat? Yeah, it is a Parker bug, or parser bug, I should say, Arvik. Thank you. Well, can you let us know, Arvik, is that professor? Because now it kind of actually does seem important, because if that professor, the other one is there, he's naked in the office, and he's in there, like, that could be if we know that guy's name, we might say we're related to him. And then that would be our ticket in there. So it kind of is important that we know what that professor's last name is, I think. I mean, the alternative is we go to Miskatonic and start asking around and try to figure out who he is, but... Oh, do you know Jeffrey Greer? He doesn't know that. So, the bug doesn't limit us? Meaning what? I mean, is that professor not important then? Is that what you're saying? Oh, let's ask about Ward. It isn't a Ward. Oh, I think we tried that, didn't we? Yeah. What's your last name, Chuck? Okay. Nahilim? No. Shit, yeah, pillars. More about the pillars. Yeah, we only know Benson, Greer, Verlac, and I think that could be it. Oh, there were the authors of the books, but I don't think that's any. Yeah. Shit. Wards and seals. Maybe that's someone's last name. Julia Ward. Yeah. Alright. Okay, whiskey. We don't have the flask. The flask is no longer full of whiskey. It's just empty. We still don't know what Michael's last name is. Can we read the ID card? We don't even know our husband's last name. The card identifies your husband as a faculty member of Miskatonic University, entitled to all the privileges that implies. Ooh, yeah. Whispers the orderly, ogling his magazine. Does Chuck know about Miskatonic? No. Scratches himself absently. Maybe I need to look this up in the file room to find out, or the death and birth records to find out more information. Man, do we ever find anything in the side alley? Alright, well clearly we need, can we just tell him we're the relative, tell Chuck, I mean, can we ask him about relatives? I don't give a shit who you're related to. You'll have to visit them somewhere else because they ain't here. Yeah, Michael Myers. Okay, this clearly seems the way to get in. Do we need to figure out what's the term for the patient? There's an outpatient and a patient. Figure out surname of asylum patient, and then one of them could be the professor. We're not sure. How the hell am I going to find out his name though? Jeffrey Greer. Okay, that was the newspaper. I don't think there are any other names here. By the way, we made that really interesting discovery that with those birth dates and death dates, that Cretius Verlac became... He like fucked his daughter Eustacia and then was born again himself because he died on the same day that his incestuous son Wilhelm was born, and then he later became Heinrich Verlac. But we still need to track Heinrich Verlac from 1802 to inevitably, I'm sure, well, yeah, maybe I'm not sure, but likely was Edward. But we're missing whoever the son of Heinrich was. We probably need to look those guys up in the real estate records or something. Okay. Alright. That was the journal, right? Diary. Yeah. We do have the manual. What was the manual again? I meant the complete. Complete. Alright, right. Alright, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to come back here. I need to find out what this guy's... Oh, stand. Stand and deliver. Alright, dark corner. What was the deal with the side alley? Through the narrow and heavily shadow opening in the northeast, there's just nothing here, a dead end? Weird, but okay. Is there anything we want to look up in the courthouse? Birth dates of someone? Jeffrey Greer, I suppose. All of the doors are locked. What? Why? Time didn't advance, did it? What? Am I not going to be able to go back into those rooms? The fuck? Wow. Okay, I hope we... That kind of sucks, doesn't it? Alright, let's go back to the real estate office then. Maybe whatever's in the drawer. Look under machine. Look under papers. Look under telephone. Desk. Open drawer. We still don't have the key for this damn drawer. Alright, what are we going to look up the files? Look up Heinrich Verlac. Look up Wilhelm Verlac. I think we... Did we look up these people already? I guess we need more modern people. Jeffrey Greer. How about just Greer? The Verlac file's empty. Look up Chuck. Look up Mill Road. I mean, there's a real estate office. Shouldn't it give us addresses or something? You have a broom. Should we be sweeping? Can we sweep the floor with the broom? Doesn't get much cleaner. Boy photo. Yeah, what else do we want to look up then? Dark Man? I mean, that's not going to be in a real estate thing. Watak Bend. Miss Squat Indians. Oh. Hillim. Yeah, no, nothing else under that heading. Good. All right. Where are we gonna find that key? Is the fly still here? Oh, that was in the other room, right? Okay, south takes us to the alley. Fence. One of the boards seems to be loose down at the bottom. Oh, you can squeeze through the fence? Wow. Squeeze through fence. Oh my god, wow, we made it to a new location. Dropping your hands and knees, you wriggle underneath the lease board and scramble down a muddy slope. Wow. To a narrow beach. Okay, I hope this is this could be useful maybe. Oh, almost assuredly it will be. This narrow strip of beach is tucked away between two outcroppings in the predominantly rocky shoreline, accessible only from a steep muddy slope to the west. Oh, did we come from the west? We came from the west? Like this? Probably like that. The sand is filthy and strewn with rocks, seaweed, litter, and other bits of storm-tossed detritus. Near the bottom of the slope, a sewage outflow pipe juts out over the beach about 3 feet above the ground. A thin stream of acrid-smelling sewer water trickles out over the lip of the pipe, forming a puddle in the sand. By the way, that was like some progress. We gotta give out some side jokes for that. That was good. Okay, so what do we have here? A sewage pipe. And outcroppings. And then random crap. Alright, so it seems like the biggest thing is just the sewage pipe. Let's take a look at the other stuff, the rocks. The steep, rocky outcroppings extend into the water on either end of the narrow beach. Litter? There's nothing of any worth or interest here, just drifts of trash. That's too bad. Alright, what's the deal with the pipe? Found the town drinking water supply. No, not the flute. Greenish metal. Didn't you say something else was greenish metal? Yeah. The concrete pipe is about 1.5 feet in diameter. Looking in, you can see only about 3 feet before the inner walls of the pipe disappear into blackness. Shit, we should try entering there, shouldn't we? Enter the pipe. You don't really feel like crawling headfirst into a smelly, filthy, pitch-black sewer pipe. Aww. That's too bad. Nothing of it. No. You can only see a few feet before it's lost in the darkness. Well, turn on the flashlight, man. Fucking sewer pipe. Ah, jeez. Throw flashlight in pipe. Can't contain things. So that also means we can't light a match and put the match in there. Can't light a match in this weather. Oh, really? Alright. We got a sewage pipe, but that's really it? Fuck. I mean, I know it's going to come into handy later, but maybe something will get lost in there, and then this is where we'd retrieve. Oh, there is a puddle. Water coming from the pipe is foul-smelling and brown. Oh, lovely. The water. Sewer water. Water oh, right. Drink the sewer water? You must be joking. Maybe we can collect some. We do have an open flask. You open the flask. Fill flask with sewer water. You hold the flask under the thin trickle of slime, collecting a small quantity of sewer water. Oh, maybe we could trick the hobo into thinking this is whiskey. That would be hilarious. I'm down. I'm down. That would be tremendous. Is there anything else of interest here? Okay, sand. Nothing. Oh, right. Okay. Go back to the alley. Alright, so let's see if we can... Greatly Bridge. Give flask to man. This could be funny. No. Ah, shit. He didn't recognize that there was sewer water. Or he did, I guess, and just still threw it anyway. Looking flask. Ah, shit. He didn't drink it. Because I thought he was so greedy that he would just like, okay, he can tell there's liquid in there, and he just downed it anyway. It was gonna be great. Aw, man. See, I would admire the game that would allow you to play pranks like that on the NPCs. It would be beautiful. Okay, is the bum still pissed at us or not? What? So if we leave and come back, is he... Oh, he waves goodbye, don't be a stranger. Okay, so he still admires us, so that didn't hurt our standing with him. That's good. So he likes us. How are we going to get this key? I must not be asking him the right thing. That's the problem. Maybe we should ask him for his name. No, he doesn't know about that. Oh, man. Do you know about the asylum? Chuck. Chucky. Yeah, don't... Yeah, it's probably a good idea, BDR. Probably a good idea. We do have... didn't I try to give him the anchovies at one point? Or the fish oil? Whatever. Curious, can you give Alton? No. Oh yeah, what's in the family album again? $200 members. Oh right. Yeah, look up Heinrich. There's nothing here you can look things up in? What? What do you mean? If you want to read about someone here, you'll have to look them up by name. So I looked up Heinrich in the album, and it says there's nothing here we can look things up in. Read about Heinrich? Read. Look in album. Do we need the last name too? Yeah. Do you have a suggestion, Artwork, for what we could alternatively say? How do I... Because didn't we last stream? Didn't we look up someone in the album? Maybe I need to be in a different location. No? Oh, consult. Thank you, Artwork. Okay. Thank you. Oh yeah, we get a lot more information. This is good. So Heinrich Verlac he added the cupola to the Verlac estate in 1759. Was elected mayor. Look at that. He's elected mayor of Anchorhead in 1765. Rebuilt the Miskatown River Mill in 1770. Was that the thing up there? Or... Yeah, Mill Road. Yeah, paper mill. Led the Battle of Quantock Bend in the Misquat Uprising of 1772, in which they massacred everybody. Arrested as a royalist sympathizer in 1777, but subsequently cleared of all charges, completed construction of the lighthouse in 1795. The portrait is of Heinrich as an older man in his late 50s perhaps. The German ancestry shows through more clearly here in the set of his jaw and the line of his forehead. The eyes burn with aggressive pride and perhaps a little of the madness which stained the gaze of his ancestors as well. Yeah, because we know that's Cretius, right? Consult album about Cretius. Wait, how do you spell that name? Cretius. Rosius. Oh yeah, I misspelled it. Cretius Verlac was born the son of a provincial cabinet maker in the Hollandtal Valley circa 1590. Fled Germany in 1620 to avoid charges of heresy. Came to the New World in 1622 on the ship Dawn Maiden. Founded the town of Anchorhead in 1624. Began construction of Verlac Estate in 1625. Signed the non-aggression pact with Chief Chuquaquawat of the Misquat tribe in 1631. I wonder if they have birth and date records for him, huh? Maybe we can add him here. Probably is not important, but you never know. Chuquaquawat. The picture is a full-page black and white reproduction of the portrait hanging in the sitting room. Underneath it, someone has scribbled in pencil, "His is our blood. He always returns to his blood." Oh. We also, yeah, look at this. He always returns to his blood. So we have now the sequel, or not the sequel, the first line to that is our blood. He always returns to his blood. Probably it's a reference to, like, he's continuing to, like, procreate himself or whatever. Okay, consult album about Eustacia Verlac. She was born to Cretius Verlac, gave birth to one son, Wilhelm, fled Anchorhead during the witch burnings of 1653, remained in hiding for Arkham for 10 years, then returned with the son in 1663, died 1686. Okay, so she came back with him. Wait a minute. So he was born 51. She left with him 53, came back 63, died 86. Okay. The woman in the portrait is strikingly beautiful, with jet black hair that hangs down past her shoulders like a shining velvet curtain. There is some resemblance to the thin, cruel features of her father, but not the ragged red tinge madness about the eyes. Eustacia's eyes are not red at all. They are cold and deep and very dark. So Wilhelm, though, however, I'm sure will have the red eyes. Fled with his mother Eustacia Verlac during the witch burnings of 1653, returned to Anchorhead 1663, elected mayor of Anchorhead in 1690. Wait a minute, what? I thought Heinrich built the Miskatonic River Mill. What? And was also mayor too, right? And began construction of the lighthouse in 1706. Pictures are a reproduction of a charcoal sketch, probably done when he was a younger man. The similarities to the portrait in the sitting room is evident, though. The patrician nose, the harsh thin line at the mouth, the lean wolfish jaw. It is the eyes, however, that carry the true family resemblance. Even in the rough, colorless strokes of charcoal, you can see that they are edged with the same raw madness that haunts the red-tinged gaze of the sitting room portrait. Oh, search album also works. Thank you, Nico. Okay, yes. I mean, we definitely know it's the same guy. I mean, we know from the birth and death dates. So what I understand, though, is why are the accomplishments of Wilhelm like the same as Heinrich? Search album 4, maybe. Days testing, yeah. My wife made a. Well, here I'll. It's a Moroccan quinoa, carrot, raisin, mint sort of salad. Oh, almonds, shaved almonds in here too, it looks like. It's actually quite vibrant. It's good too because it was for an employee potluck lunch. So she made it for me for work. I'm going to be bringing it into work tomorrow. Alright, we'll just say consult about. Oh, he rebuilt the river mill. Okay. So it, what, burned down, destroyed, something? Complete, I see. So Wilhelm started the construction. Heinrich completed the construction of the lighthouse. Yeah. So the question is, we need to know the son of Heinrich. This is where the line ends, kind of. Well, no, it doesn't end there. We know it continues there, but how do we figure out who is the son of Heinrich? They don't say in the album whose son is. Everyone mentioned in this book, presumably, is a Verlac. Did we ever look for Edward Verlac in here? I guess not. Probably should just move Edward further down. Oh, right, yeah, okay. It was too late for him. Got it. Or too early, whatever. And the same with William. Alright, let's move this stuff down since Cretius was obviously like the first one in here. And William technically was before Edward. I think they were brothers. So William was probably like not a demon or whatever this guy is, but Edward maybe was. Instant rice and canned chili. Oh, jeez. Well, if you sleep through dinner, then you're definitely not going to have energy if you don't eat dinner. So I think these are all the names we know. I'll say son of Wilhelm. We know it's not it. We know it's not actually. Well, technically, I guess he is, but it's also the same person. So anyway, imagine like, I don't know. Anyway, weird. So shit. What should we do? We still need to find out the name of the professor. Maybe I should be trying different terms with Chuck. I mean, he's into the porno, though. He's into the porno. Do we have any sort of titillating stuff we could use to curry favor with him? Oh, good. Foraging is always nice. I'm a foraging fan. Maybe we should go back to the lighthouse. What do you think? Let's try that. Oh, whoops. Can we ask about someone random here, or what? No? Alright, Mill Road. Go to the breakwater. Seashore. Yeah, the door is closed. What was the problem with getting it open again? Seems to be locked. Did I have that as a thing we need to open? Lighthouse door? No, I didn't. And obviously it's something we need, though. So we need a lighthouse door. We need a key for that. I think I just had to enter a lighthouse, but clearly needed a key for that. Well, I guess we could have climbed the lighthouse. I won't get very far climbing that. Age and seawater have covered its once gleaming surface with an unhealthy green crust of verdigris. Eat the crust. Crusty. It's plainly inedible. Okay. Then we have the rocky spur. It looks unnatural. I don't think the tentacle monster was sleeping before it, was it? Enter the water. Dive into... No, not the sewer water. Dive into the ocean, I guess. See? Doesn't look inviting. Drink the seawater. You've no wish to drink from these dismal waters. So before it used to come up, but now it's not. I hope we didn't miss an opportunity there. Huh, okay. So this is a vertiginous pillar. Maybe these big pillars that they're talking about, one could be the lighthouse and the other is the obelisk. Maybe they're not so close together. Didn't they say we have to do stuff between the two pillars? And maybe if you're at the scenic view, you can see both, and that's where you do this stuff. Where's the pillars? Harmonica ritual. He played the flute between them, so anywhere between them would work, or not? No. Okay. And we can't get to the paper mill, right? Hey, gate of heavy iron bars. Okay, so that might be another thing we have to open up, huh? There's also that, not the attic, the church, something or other. That one we're supposed to break the lock, though, I think. So, paper mill gate. We got the dilapidated shacks. Shantytown. What was the deal with the bare foundations? Twisted rebar rusting pipes. Ends thickets. Northeast and southeast. Broken rubble is all that remains. Railroad tracks, right. Okay. Huh. Alright. I was hoping for something new, but no. Can't climb the gate either. Gate's too high, there are no footholds. Yeah. Function. So... still need that amulet. What was the deal with the church again? Oh yeah, we need a heavy item, right? Still don't have a heavy item to break that padlock, do we? Maybe the album is heavy enough? No, probably not. We need like a crowbar or something for that church. And you know what? We should check down the road for sure. Road out of town to the north. Yes, the obelisk could be the other pillar. Do they recognize? No, it's not the pillar. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, they're locked anyway. Weird. South and southwest. Deserted lane. Down the road. And sort of tighten this up a bit. Why not? Yep. Okay, whatever. Huh. So we can't go further south, right? Yeah, so I'm thinking about maybe we should try the wine cellar again. Did we look under the table here? I think we did. Nothing of interest. And I think we looked in the cabinets, right? You need to worry about that. Oh, I never turn off my flashlight. Whatever. So, he was talking about the bottles. Bottles. Head hurts all the time. I've turned the teller upside down. Where is it? What do we find in the safe? The puzzle box? Maybe we should... Maybe we need to worry about the puzzle box. The clue is in their names. Pestilential procession. This is probably some guy who was on the track of the... maybe it was somehow a relative of the... like part of the Verlac family, but not part of the line of the crazy guy. The evil guy. The red tinge eyes. So maybe this is like by Wilhelm or something. I don't know. Or not Wilhelm, William. The guy that was locked in the attic? I don't know. If I could only... so something with the names. Can we look? Search for Wilhelm? Search for Search racks for Wilhelm? Search bottles for Wilhelm? Search bottles, I guess. Nothing jumps out at you as immediately odd. So he said the clues in the names. Pestilential possession of names. I mean, I know that's how this devil creature perpetrated himself or whatever through the centuries, but how does it help us find the entrance? Oh, maybe it's like... I see. Hold on. Or I don't know if I do see, but could it be something like C, W, like literally like something in their names? CWH. And we don't know the CWHE. Eustachian. Cretius. Drink wine. Drink wine bottles. Okay, what was in the open cabinet? Look in cabinet. 24 fuses, old-fashioned kind, look like plugs. Change fuses. Take fuses. Yeah, I don't have anything to replace them with, not yet. Okay, fair enough. And there were just boxes in storage. By the way, sorry, I should be moving to where we actually are, which is over here. We need to do something with those wine bottles to get into the secret entrance, I think, which either gets us the amulet or leads us to the twisting lane or something like that. Alright, whatever, it just says there's nothing going on with the storage. And I feel like we need to be doing like more research. Where are the things we can research? Family album, the birth records in the courthouse and death records. There's the real estate office with those listings. I don't think we can. Can we look in the reference books? The superstitions? I don't know. So this was yeah, this is more for, I think, sounds like for later when we're ready to do some sort of thing. How did we, does anyone remember? You can tell me because I think we did see this. Does anyone remember where we got the birth here of Michael, the husband? Was it when we first encountered him at the library, or... I'm trying to remember why I thought he was 24. You must have seen his birth year somewhere. I'm almost sort of tempted just to start, like, restart the game, not to replay it, but just to see the first few descriptions. Maybe there's some information there we needed to, like, I know we got also married in the year 97, but was it June? I don't remember the month. You know, BDR doesn't remember. Dogs trained through railroad tracks. Yeah, I was just thinking about the portrait. Oh, you know where the month was? Yeah, because there was. I know there was some like backstory. There was some backstory like at the start of the game. When was our last save? The narrow beach. All right, let's just do a save here in the wine cellar. I just want to see. So we drove from Texas 1,000 miles. You would think it would be more than 1,000 miles from Texas to Massachusetts, by the way. Was it when we saw Michael? I don't remember. There was also something in the real estate agent's office. What was the original file, too? I want to see that. Push can against wall. Stand on can. Open window. North. Look up Verlek. The file on the Verlek property has been cleaned out. Okay. So we just found the keys there. Got it. Yeah, he made it twice. Yeah, I was surprised. I'm like, 1,000 miles doesn't seems stunningly short. Yeah, I don't remember. Where did we find out about Michael? And I just want to go to the is it when we, oh, here we go. Maybe this might have been something. The Board of Deans, full professorship. The car broke down. Okay, so they picked up the car. It won't be ready next week. So the car is just whatever. We don't have to worry about money. You can hold the umbrella. Okay, and he took the book back to the librarian. The shit. How did we know? You know where? Can you remind us where the month was and where we Aardvark and where we? I distinctly remember reading that, saying, "Okay, he's 24 years old," and then being somewhat surprised he was that young. Because obviously, to get a full professorship at 24 is pretty incredible, I would think, for most American universities. But I remember, I mean, I could look it up in the VOD, but I remember specifically saying, "Oh wow, okay, that would make him 24. He was born in '73." But we don't know. It doesn't sound like we know the year of the. Unless we can look at the ring. No. I don't know what month we were married necessarily. But anyway, we know it's not. Yeah. Anyway. We don't know our wedding date. It'd be great to know ourselves. You look good considering you're covered in grimy ash. A bit rattled by recent events perhaps, but well poised and collected all the same. Yeah, okay, I thought it was the ring. Didn't say anything about it, the inscription though. Oh, we had to remove the ring to look at it, okay. Read inscription, that's where we found the wedding date? June 28th, okay. And oh, what are the initials though? I'd like to know what our initials are. What's our last name? Is it Verlac? Because it kind of sounded like it was a distant cousin, so it'd probably be a different last name. Okay. Engraving. All right, June 28th. That could be it, maybe. Let's see, 0628. And I remember thinking, okay, it could be the wedding date. Yeah, it was it. It was it. Passcode window disappears. The screen suddenly fills with text. Apparently the last thing Michael was working on before he got up and left. But where did I see how old he was? I remember saying he was 24. I don't remember what that date was. Score's gone up. All right, we got at least 2 points tonight. Oh, man. So yeah, it was the passcode was June 28th. That was the wedding date. Read. Screen. Michael's evidently been writing something, but it's not a story. It looks more like some kind of journal entry. I cannot sleep. Or perhaps I should say, I must not sleep since I am perfectly capable of sleep. In fact, lately sleep has come to me more easily, more quickly, and more insidiously than it ever has before. But I don't want to sleep. I've been hoping that the terrible dreams would prove to be stress-related, that they would fade once the move was behind us and we had finally settled in. But that has not turned out to be the case. They're stronger than ever. Red-rimmed eyes pursuing me through strange corridors, and the voice, the whisper who tells me I am not who I am. Or tells me I am not who I am. The whisper tells me secrets of this house, secrets of those who lived here. They are my blood, And he tells me he always returns to his blood. Shit, so Michael's gonna get possessed now, kind of like Phantasmagoria. He tells me of secret keys and combinations. I don't know what they open yet, but I have an idea. Tomorrow I must go down to the cellar. I must see if the things revealed to me in that terrible book are true. I know she is worried about me. I want to tell her, but the entry ends there, unfinished. Okay, so terrible book is probably the superstitions book. Ah, that was it, Mike, Nico? Okay, you could be right, yeah. Consult album about... Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah, he wasn't born in 1973. There it was. Thank you. Yep, that's right, Nico. I remember. Alright. So, long story short, that doesn't tell us a whole hell of a lot, except that Michael definitely knows kind of what's going on. And he's also like in danger, although we kind of already figured that he was in danger. That was pretty obvious. I guess the next step is we should go back to the library, check out the superstitions book. The things revealed to me in that terrible book are true. The problem is he mentions the cellar day 3, right? So maybe we can't. Maybe that secret entrance isn't available until day 3. Perhaps. All right, Nico, slut for Dylan Dog. I'll work and no play makes it a double one. We should also see what else he has on his computer. Maybe we can dig up some porn that we can give to Chuck for access to the asylum. So yeah, Dylan Dog moves ahead of Chin to V14. Alright, Matt, 3 for Are You Afraid of the Dork? Moves ahead of Phantasmagoria Puzzle Flesh, kills a poisonous Shannara, also moves ahead of Once Upon a Forest, and settles in at V4. So again, these 3 games sort of have been flip-flopping, at least streamed tonight. Within the last couple of nights, we had Below the Root and Bad Mojo also making some moves, but then got bumped back down, so... Actually, yeah, the first 10 or so games, even Homie to Clown, yeah, we've seen a lot of movement over them. Which, 3 more for the Shannara lead over Bloodnet. Top of the viewer queue. Interestingly, we've had less on the raffle queue, but that's probably because King's Quest 3 has such a huge lead over Shivers and Microsoft Adventure. I did say that dark specifically because Matt wrote it out that way. He said, "Are you afraid of the dork?" when he bought his slots. And Rex appreciates the Matt buy for Orpheus Curse. For per roll. Yeah, you can use Rex as a character reference, Matt. All right, last call for buys. Yeah, what? Are you afraid of the dork? Oh, Matt's afraid of the Zork. I'm feeling more confident about that, having at least beat the first 3 Zork games. I really need to... Really weird that this chair would be in such squeaky, or not squeaky, yeah, kind of squeaky condition so early. By the way, what are people's general, for the IF fans among you, what was the one after Zork 3? Enchanter? Yeah. I'm curious among the Infocom crowd. How are you feeling about Enchanter? In terms of like picking that, or where it might stack up with the other Infocom games you might be interested in picking. I mean, obviously we have Hitchhikers as the next. I think is that the only other. I think Hitchhikers might be the only other Infocom game that's has been queued up, right? I don't think we have any other Infocom games on the list that have been picked yet. I don't think so. I think that's the last one at the moment. Yeah, I have all the trailers picked out, Dark, so I have them all ready to go. It's just a question of getting them. The problem is, I probably just need to suck it up and spend like 4 or 5 hours, and because I'm still on OBS Classic after how long ago did they release OBS Studio? Like 2 years ago at this point. I probably just need to convert to OBS Studio. Maybe the what was it? The Streamlabs came out with the new edition. Anyway, that'll probably be, I'm sure, probably the options for getting like a video playlist, from YouTube, are probably a lot better with OBS Studio because there are a couple of different ways I can go about it on Classic, but they each have significant problems such that I don't think I could really do it, at least not reliably. So that's kind of the situation there. Rufus was being very Rufusy. Hey, welcome, Circuit Main. Yeah, they did make a Homie the Clown game. How about that? They did make a Homie the Clown game. Where is Homie the Clown? V11? Yeah, right now. That should be amusing. There's also, oh, well, I guess that's not exactly the same. Never mind. Yeah. There's Bill Nye the Science Guy, too, as long as we're talking about 90s TV. Okay, so let's, turn off the buys. What time is it? 9:43? Okay, so that was kind of the last buy of the night. Buy session. Progress on the book is not going. The Olympics kind of killed that off, and I don't know. My wife and I, it was kind of sad. We both sort of simultaneously lost motivation, so yeah, it's looking this way, and like we had to return the book, and I don't know. It's looking this way, like I'm probably just gonna have to go into that one. Well, I have seen the movie, but whatever. That was more, that was like what 2006 that I saw it. So I'm just gonna have to go into it sort of blind. Am I gonna be at a big disadvantage not having read the book for the game? I probably will be, right? Let me move this out of the way here. Okay, so let's resume. All right, Michael Verlack, we know about him. What did we need to do here? We wanted to check out the library, I think, for the Superstitions book, right? I think so. While we're here, though, I did want to check out, we haven't been in the bedroom in a while. Probably worth checking out. Maybe he's there. Probably not, but maybe. Pipe stand. It contains no pipe. Put pipe in pipe stand. Can't contain things. Put pipe on the pipe stand. Oh, you can put the strange metal flute on the pipe stand. Play the flute. No? Oh, you have to take it first to play it? Alright, fair enough. Alright, where the hell are we? The library? South? West? North? Master bedroom? Okay, there's nothing really here then, just the bed. Look. Do we ever look under the bed? Nothing of interest. Then we had the bathroom. Oh, look at this. Michael's bath towel lies crumpled in the corner next to the tub. You don't say. Bathroom. Huh, look at this. I put bath rub here. Big bathtub. Okay. Connection? Oh, I've never heard of that. Connections documentary series with James Burke. What's it? Is it just called Connections, or what's the name of the game? It's still a little damp from Michael's shower, but otherwise it's a perfectly ordinary bath towel. Take that towel. Okay, so we got we got a towel. That could be the flat object we need for the attic key. Ooh, let's try that. Put towel under door. Not flat enough? Oh, come on. Come on. Man. Still don't have a flat enough item. Yet. So I guess we can use a towel to dry off something. Small quantity of sewer water, perhaps. Connections, it's a mind game. Can we use our... maybe we can use our trench coat for this. Remove trench coat. Put trench coat under door. Not fly enough, damn it. Alright, well let's add to our... I mean, whatever. We'll give... Why not? Let's give out a Cedric. We got a towel. Why not? Why not? I have a towel. You know, VDR. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should we give it to Chuck so he can use it? So we have the narrow enough item. We have the letter opener to poke the key out. But we don't have something to catch it on the other side. I mean, the card is not big enough. Man. And we already tried the typewritten notice. What was in the typewritten notice again? Oh, yeah. No, I have phone or electricity. Arkham Regional Utilities. You, but maybe. Shit. Alright, let's go to the library then and check out the, Oh, whoops. Bed has been pushed away, revealing a ragged hole in the paneling. Can we look up? Look at ceiling? Nothing special above you. Probably should go back to the sitting room just to see. Oh, we moved the crib, not the bed. Ah. The crib rocks back and forth a few times, creaking softly, then falls still. Look in crib. Crib is empty. Ragged hole is empty. So there is a hole up top, though. We know in the ceiling. I don't know why they're not mentioning it. Is it not visible? Lie on the bed? You get onto the bed. Look up. You can't see the hole, huh? Oh. Sleep. Sleep. Too early to be thinking about sleep. Alright. Yeah, I guess we should check out the sitting room. Portrait, and then the yeah, if he was the founder of the Verloc family, that's Cretius. They're the eyes from your dream without question. Can we put anything in the eyes? Put letter opener in eye. Can't see any such thing. Hole? No, they're just talking about flute holes. Alright, whatever. I tried. Right, the gallery. Back hall. Alright. Where are we going? The library? Oh, I didn't mean to do this. Okay. Read superstitions. Oh, this had all the shit, right? So he was basically saying the stuff that he read in this book was going to come true. The problem is this doesn't really help us that much. I mean, I guess it does. But... Gracious for luck. Verlux's brood. So we don't know Wilhelm. We do know Wilhelm's son was Heinrich. The problem is we don't know the son of Heinrich. Probably should do something with that puzzle box. We haven't really tried enough with the puzzle box. The Dark Man and the Devil. Oh, right, the fog. Ghost train. What can we do with the train? $1882. Transport to the land of the dead. Yeah, if we could get on that train, that'd be interesting. We need a ticket. Gold coins beneath the tongue, right. By accident, madness. Huh. Yeah, it's too bad. I don't think that's gonna. Not exactly helping us here at the moment. Fuck. Man. Huh. Okay. I mean, we're starting to run out a little bit of stuff to. Well, not. We have plenty of stuff we need to do for sure. Starting to run out of things that. I mean. Opening the puzzle box. You press various panels, hoping to discover secret catch, but find nothing. No. Grab the puzzle box. I mean, maybe we need to. Should we be using items on each other? I don't know. Or coffee. Oops. Puzzle box isn't open. But yeah, I've been trying to. That's the problem. You're not sure how. Indeed. Is there anything we can do with the towel? I mean, there is that puddle in the sewer pipe, but what would be the point of getting that? Beats the hell out of me. Put towel in puddle. Soak towel in puddle. Yeah, no real reason to do that. Alright, so I'm wondering, I mean, I could ask for a hint, of course, but there's so much we could do that seems almost like a waste to ask for a hint, but I mean, maybe it's possible, like, there's one big thing we need to do to, like, and then all of a sudden that unleashes a domino effect where we could knock out like 4 or 5 things in a row, that kind of thing. Did we? Oh, we didn't try doing other stuff with his laptop, did we? Where? Oh, we didn't save. That's too bad. I mean, we could go back to the asylum with Chuck. Orderly. Oh yeah. Okay, so what happens if we hug the orderly? The very thought is repellent. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Remove the trench coat. The orderly honks loudly into a handkerchief, pauses to take a quick peek at the goods, and then stuffs the rag back into his pocket. Really? Is there a rag? No, handkerchief? So you got a quick peek at the goods. You've never been big on that natural look. Okay, we can only do that if we take a bath, right? Damn it. Alright, alright. Trying to see what we could do here. It's fucking Professor. Is there nothing else we can look at here that we can get some names? We have tiles and walls. Sofa. Potted palm. Can we look through the gate? The hallway continues south beyond the bar gate. Distract. Orderly. It dangles. Yeah, opens the gates. What could we give him that way? Show album to Chuck. Oh, I haven't read the pages in a while. Oh, the pages are the same as the diary. Right, right. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe the father wasn't a child molester after all? Because remember, he was trying to track down the devil, I think. So maybe William was the devil or not? I don't know. Nah. The crack under the door, she slipped him sweets into the attic door. Maybe we need to do the same thing. The flat thing. I don't think we have any candy, though. My baby's beautiful. Sing to him through the keyhole. Weren't we supposed to sing something, or? No. Okay, maybe the father isn't so great after all. Never mind. Giving him the charm. Never take it off, dear Edward. Oh, and then Edward did remove the charm, then he got fucked. Well, if the father was alive when Edward was alive, maybe Edward was not, in fact, the, didn't carry through the Cthulhu monster. Remember? Because the father always died on the same day the son would be born. The page has been torn away. Missed at the window. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Yeah, man. Give the towel to Chuck. Why not? No interest. We can't push the sofa, can we? Push Chuck. That would be less than courteous. Chuck. Give me the key. Well, we know we need... Oh, sorry, I meant give key to me. Wait, is there no Chuck here? I am in the waiting room. Eyes in the back of his head. Yeah. What's the name of the professor? No. Damn it. So I probably need to be looking up something in a book or something. I don't know. It really sucks that there's this bug with the professor. I mean the professor. I don't know how else to say it. Well, of course he doesn't know about Michael's job. I mean, damn it. Is there anywhere we should go that we haven't? I mean, probably there is, but I just want to make sure there's no, like, loose stuff. So here we have the gate we're trying to get through. It's weird that they locked the records rooms. Why? Do we not need that? Do we not need to consult those anymore? Seems weird if so. Well, if it's a waiting room, we'll wait. What's the deal with the speakers? Listen to music. It seems you have no choice. Damn. Can we burn the magazine? Hey, you fucking mind? Snaps the orderly, snatching it away from you. We don't really have a way to incapacitate him. The game doesn't really respond well to violence, so. Health, discipline, tranquility. Double snake symbol of a caduceus. Ugh. Shadowy driveway. Should we try the Still can't get the key, man. Can't get the key from the bum. Can't get the key from Chuck. Even though we know where it is. That way lies the river. Where am I? Oh wait, what? What really concerns me is that I'm missing like a direction or an exit, I should say. Do exits work here? List exits? No. That I'm missing an exit from one location that we just haven't found. Twisting lane. This is where we kind of need that amulet for, which I think is located in the cellar somewhere or something. Okay, here's the blank brick wall. Oh, odd, the wall's no longer blank. Someone has sprayed graffiti across it. Really? This is new, okay. It's a strange design done in black spray paint. An upturned hand with an irregular triangle inscribed in the palm. Beneath it is drawn an arrow pointing roughly west, and following it with your gaze, you realize that it points directly at the narrow aperture of a side street you'd never noticed before. Really? Okay. Hidden court. Wow. So, did this just unlock because we read in the diary about, or whatever journal it was, about the about this location? Need to create some room here. Hidden court. You had no idea this little courtyard even exists. Oh, I dreamed about it. Thanks, Nico. So it was available on day 2 all all the while. I just never went back here on day 2. Damn. Cleverly tucked away amidst the confusing tangle of darker avenues. Although surrounded on all sides by steep rooftops and overshadowed by the ever-ominous clouds, this secluded circle somehow manages to convey a sense of peace and brightness. A safe harbor from the oppressive gloom pervading the rest of the town. To the south, a hanging sign marks a humble shop, while a side street to the east leads back to the labyrinth. Interesting. Okay, so we can go south to a shop of some kind. Can we just read the sign? It simply reads in gaudily illuminated letters, The Cauldron. A silvery bell jingles as you open the door. Silver bells. A warm and pleasantly dim light surrounds you and suffuses this cozy little shop. The shelves are crammed with every conceivable variety of New Age curiosity. Books, crystals, pendants, charms, herbs, potions, incense, candles, and sure enough, on a display stand right near the door, decorative cast iron cauldron-shaped paperweights. How cute. In the rear of the store, a lit display case contains several items of interest. The courtyard lies outside to the north. On the display case is a violin. The proprietor watches you quietly from behind the display case. The violin. They said several items of interest. It's a gorgeous instrument. The wood is a rich polished mahogany, the scroll and fingerboard gleaming ebony. The strings almost seem to vibrate of their own accord, as if aching to be played. It belongs to the proprietor, and besides, you don't know how to play it. The display case has a glass front and sliding doors in back that allow the proprietor to reach inside. Lined up inside it are a deck of tarot cards, a geode, and oh, there's the amulets here. Resting on top of the case is a violin. It's an unassuming silver pendant hanging from a thin leather thong, fashioned in the shape of a tiny upturned hand with a triangle inscribed within the palm. It reminds you a little. Oh, so maybe we need this to open up the wine bottles. It reminds you a little of one of those cast pewter game pieces from Monopoly. That's cool. The proprietor picks up his violin and idly begins tuning it. After plucking out a few notes with his thumb, he sets it down again. Okay, we also had tarot cards. A beautiful set of cards in a velvet-lined box. Let me just make note of the items here. We have the amulet, the tarot cards. What was the other item that was in there? A geode. The top card, the tower. Oh, the lighthouse tower. Has been turned up, allowing you to see the exquisitely detailed artwork. In this representation, the tower has been painted to resemble, a lighthouse, broken by a bolt of lightning emanated from a great red-rimmed eye. So it could be one of those pillars. Two figures, a man and a woman, tumble from the tower's summit, cast lifelessly into the sea. Interesting. What about the geode? A hemisphere of rough gray stone about the size and shape of a halved cantaloupe. Its center is a glittering cavity of violet crystals, thousands of sparkling, faceted stalactites and stalagmites inside a cave of colored glass. Our slots at no. Sorry, Sting, you missed it. They're off for the night now. The last opportunity was about 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. Okay, what about the proprietor himself? So we definitely want to ask about, well, really about everything, but a fabulously thick and bushy tangle of mustache, beard, and eyebrows framed the portly old proprietor's deeply seamed face. His eyes are kind, however, and his smile warm and ingenuous, and he seems content to watch you quietly with his hands folded across his considerable paunch as you browse through his shop. Bobby Blackwolf, thanks very much for the host. Welcome back, Bobby. Proprietor picks up his violin and idly begins. Oh, right, that's the same thing we were before. Okay, so let's ask proprietor about the amulet. We don't have any money, but there's the fancy little thing, remarks the proprietor. A humble charm against evil, a ward against the eye, you might say. Young chap brought that in some 20 years ago. Said he had no more use for superstitious baubles. The proprietor reaches in through the back of the case and takes out the amulet. It spins slowly as he holds it up to the light. I think perhaps that he eventually found different, and I think perhaps that you will too. He leans forward and before you can react, slips the leather thong around your neck. But you won't make the same mistake, will you, miss? No, you go on and keep that now. My treat. You may find it useful. Score is going up by 5 points. Holy shit. That suits me just fine indeed. We have the amulet, which is awesome. So now I'm thinking that gets us the secret entrance, maybe in the cellar, the wine cellar, perhaps. So we can knock that off our to-do list. Where was the amulet? Find amulet for the twisting lane. It was actually in the twisting lane. And the father looked in the cellar. I think that might be used to find the secret entrance, perhaps. Picture of the amulet can buy bought as a feelie. Oh, that's cool. They manufactured it for the illustrated version. That's cool. I like that. Very neat. Probably took me overly long to... yeah, we should have gone to earlier on day 2 for sure. Very neat. So hard work. Alright, let's ask. Maybe he'll give us the other stuff too. Will he give us the geode too? Nice, isn't it? Beams the proprietor. I chanced upon it while rock hunting in the Cascades last summer. Okay, what about the tarot cards? Yes, a rare piece of work. The cards are actually very delicate, thinly sliced ivory, almost transparent. The box is walnut. He leans toward you, offering you a salesman's conspiratorial wink. They say, he whispers, that this very deck was used and endorsed by the infamous medium. He frowns. Not Blavatsky, the other one. What was her name? Anyway, it is said that by shining a light through the cards and projecting the image onto a wall, you may open gateways to other worlds. Frankly, I don't buy it. Okay, well, that is something that we need to do. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this 2 dogs at Shantytown thing. I guess we should say ghost train. Maybe that's something. Okay. So, shine light through tarot cards on wall to open gateway. The thing is, though, we need the tarot cards. Can we... Man, give cards to me. The proprietor fixes you with a knowing look. That's not really what you're here for now, is it? Oh, so was it just to get the amulet? Oh, that was a gift, he says. His eyes are far away and sad for a moment. A gift from a very old friend. Indeed. It's hard, I know, uprooting yourself and coming to a strange place. He fixes you with a knowing look. And this is indeed a strange place, but I think you'll do right by yourself and your husband, as long as you keep your wits about. This is like our first friendly character in the game. Like, even Michael was kind of a dick to us. What's your name? I can't tell much about. Does he know about the professor? Jeez, this again? God damn it. Alright. Do you know Chuck? Do you know Verlax? The proprietor takes a deep breath and pauses for a moment before replying. Now there, he says slowly, is a family from which no good ever came, nor will it ever. They're a sticky, tendrilled bunch, miss, and don't forget it. Mind you don't get caught and drawn in. Yeah, he could know some information here. You know about Michael? I guess that you were married. You had a certain look about you, he says triumphantly. Suddenly he gives you a serious look and pitches his voice low. He is headed for some dark times, miss. He'll need all the help you can give him. Indeed, this guy knows quite a bit. You know about Edward Verlac? A terrible tragedy. He visited my shop once, you know, sold me a trinket. A nice young man, I recall, but troubled. The proprietor heaves a heavy sigh. He tried, but he simply wasn't strong enough. He did try, though. Okay, so maybe Edward was not the evil guy. He might have been, like, possessed or cursed or whatever, but it seems like he did try to resist what was going on. What's about this trinket? Is the trinket the amulet we got, or what? You know, the proprietor says, scratching his head, I honestly don't remember what it was. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Oh, probably we're wearing it. I mean, is that the trinket? Keep it, he says quietly. May it keep you safe. Okay, I can't see the trinket. Huh. Search shop for trinket. You needn't worry about it. Alright, fine. Ask man about... Do you know about Heinrich? The proprietor takes a deep breath and pauses for a moment before replying. Oh, yeah, there's just the same thing about the Rolex. Julia? Terrible, isn't it? Edward's wife, children, the old proprietor whispers. Such a horrible thing for the children especially. And yet... He looks away sadly. And yet, it might have been so much worse. Did you know about these kidnappings? Greer? The poor boy, the poor boy. We can only pray that there is enough time. And he gives you a strange, penetrating look. What time are you referring to? You know about Mother Greer? Mother's the same as... Feel free to browse as much as you like, the proprietor says amiably. Okay, let's add him to our list of people, certainly. I guess he's just proprietor. Cauldron shop. Exposition, yeah. Maybe. Alright, so clearly if we can't get the tarot cards, this is not going to be a to-do item, but this is definitely a thing we should know about. So we will put it under items of interest. We've seen all the things about opening up gateways and portals and who knows what. Alright, so there still is the violent. I don't know if any of the rest of the stuff is as interesting, but should we look at like pendants or mostly a lot of hokey pseudo spiritualist knickknacks. Junk, really. Tourist souvenirs. Charms. So it's probably gonna be the same thing for everything, yeah. Candles. Oh, should we get a paperweight? Okay. Open the case. The sliding doors are on the other side of the display case. Oh, he polishes the top. Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll come back if we need to, but right now we have the amulet, so since we only have like 10 minutes left, let's go and what do we need to do? We need to go back to the house and we need to try the cellar again, I believe. That's what we want to do. Okay. Alright, so amulet in the bottles. Let's read the journal again. What did they say about this? Without the amulet, how can I resist? Should we have used the amulet at the graffiti? Possession of names. It's an unassuming silver pendant hanging from the right. So how do we like use the amulet, you know? Are we wearing it? You're already wearing that, okay. So like rub amulet? How do we exactly I guess it protects us. I don't know if we actively use it. Oh, you're Martin Van Buren. Congrats, Ambrosine. Putting things in the wand bottles would achieve nothing. Can we open them or move them now? No. Damn. So it just protects us? Hold on. So let's do a save here, and then we'll go back to the amulet. We'll go back to when we got the amulet, and then go north. BD. Whoops. Oh, we just did that. So I'm not sure how we use the amulet. I guess it's just protection, but it doesn't really have... It doesn't actively help us. We can't actively use it. A regular triangle inscribed in the palm. Van Buren's president? No, I mean Grant's presidency. Grant and Harding are generally considered to be the most corrupt administrations. I don't think Van Buren was as bad. Shit. Read the journal again. So he's desperate. Okay, so maybe so at this point he knew the amulet was in the cauldron shop. He only found the blank wall, so he was pissed because he didn't see the graffiti, I guess. So this must have just been, that first part about being desperate is just to lead you to find the cauldron shop where you can get pick up the amulet. Then he says bottles, bottles, which is a reference to cellar, right? The wine bottles, I believe. And then, what did we get in the safe? The puzzle box and then the flute, I think, right? And then he talks about he can't discover the entrance in the cellar. And part of this is the names. Pestilential. So there's Cretius, there's Wilhelm, Heinrich, BWR. C. Well, whip. No, that doesn't make sense. Huh. Were there any other references to, what else? What other? We have the diary, the album. Oh, I guess we should wear our ring again. Cook matches. Open. Or read. Cook matches. Journal. That's what we read. There's nothing written on the book of matches. Can we open the book of matches? Not something you can open. Okay. You better like each other. Yeah, you got 163 hours left together. Well, he was also president too. Yeah, Andrew Jackson hasn't held up as well in recent times for reasons. Yeah, maybe we just don't have what we need yet for these wine bottles in this entrance, because like we were only able to trace the line of Verilax to the mid 1800s, or not even mid 1700s. When did the trail leave off? 1802. Yeah, so we still have another 200 years to trace. We did like 160, 70 years from, wait, when was it? 1651. Well, that's when he died, right? Anyway, we got out the first 150 years. We need the next 200. But we don't know who Heinrich's son was yet. So if there's some procession of names, pestilential means like for like pestilence. I'm just gonna define that, but causing infectious diseases, very widespread and troublesome. Yeah, I mean obviously not great, but I mean maybe just by virtue of having the amulet we can do shit. Maybe other stuff would happen to us that, like maybe we can cross the mist, for example. I don't know. I guess we should be trying things that we couldn't have done when we didn't have the amulet. Like maybe we can deal with the monster, whatever. I'm just throwing out ideas, but cauldron. I really thought there was going to be a maze in that twisting lane, but it turns out there was not. Interesting. Where do we want to go? I guess we could try the Cthulhu monster. I doubt that would work, but no harm in trying. No, nothing else is different here. Just ordinary looking railroad tracks. And we still can't go... Still can't walk along the tracks, so that's nothing. Or, wait, what am I doing? Pair foundations? Where the hell am I? Pair foundation. Oh, I need to go northeast. Shantytown? Guess we can knock on the door again. Dark, thank you for the 70 bits. Appreciate it, Dark. Yeah, we got the woman again about Greer. I think we showed her the newspaper and she got scared off. Or I think it was what we did next, right? Yeah, she starts to cry. Can we, like, help? Can we help her? I don't know how we indicate, like... I asked her about her son, but... She goes back from with a look of horrified loss. So what if I don't show her the newspaper and just... No. Okay, yeah, still not. We like show her the amulet and get her under our spell. No, she doesn't give a shit. Alright, whatever. I guess we'll come back to that. I'm trying to think. Oh, the other thing I guess we could kind of do... Can we get by the down the road? No. Alright. Okay, we still don't have anything. Wooden trap door. The boards are old and warped, but it's still quite sturdy. It's locked with a heavy padlock. So thoroughly lustered, one huge homogeneous. Still quite strong. You might be able to break it if you had something heavy enough. Yeah, we don't really, though. It's the problem. Break. Oh, yeah, making her cry. We gotta try it. Nothing can be off the table, Hookive. Whatever it takes to win the game. Whoa, what did I just type? Break padlock with lantern. Need something heavier still. What's the heaviest thing I have? Break it with the towel. You can't get in a good blow with the amulet. You need something heavier. Alright, clearly I just don't have what I need for this yet. Too bad. Too bad. Oops. Yeah. Alright, so we made some progress as it turned out. I guess we'll pause it there. Let's quickly just hold on a second here. Did we update this? Yeah, we need the telescope lens. We need the surname to be the relative of the asylum, or to access the asylum. Replacement fuses, maybe. Maybe not, actually. They said they weren't going to wire the place up for electricity until the following week. So, probably not that. Puzzle box. Still need the flat object. That's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, we're trying to work on the cellar. Don't know what to do with Mrs. Greer, who's the mother of the kid who got kidnapped. Jeffrey Greer. And then, yeah, a bunch of other stuff, too. Oh, we did check the courthouse and asylum on day 2, so that one's done. But we still need that heavy object with the church cellar padlock, and then obviously all these keys. Right? These aren't really topics so much as properties. I don't know if we need to do anything more in the file room, but I guess we'll see. Okay. Why don't we host up, let's see here. Tom playing Return to Zork, why not? It's kind of neat. So I'll host him up. Should be back tomorrow and Thursday, but off Friday, and Stream Saturday, I guess, would be late afternoon or evening, if there's one. Let's give a bonus Cedric there, and yeah, that will wrap it up for day 4 of Anchorhead. It took a while, but I think obviously we got some progress there at the end, especially with the 5 points for the amulet. But we, mapped out some more areas, those passageways, especially in those narrow corridors, the secret areas, and so we solved a couple things. Not great, but at least we're continuing to move forward. Still no hints used. Depending on how we do the next time, we might use our first hint, but we will see. So thanks as always, everybody, for watching, and we'll catch you probably tomorrow night for more Anchorhead on the DOS Adventure Quest. Cheers, everybody.